I'd admired Saoirse's work, obviously, but I hadn't thought of casting her originally because I thought I'd get an American. I thought it'd be an unknown, then when I met Saoirse, I thought, why was I wasting my time even looking for somebody else? She's so fantastic and perfect for it. And I think I was just struck by Saoirse's ability to communicate emotion so directly. And I think of all the actors I've worked with, I think she has this special quality ability to be able to do that. And she's very talented. So it's a pleasure to get to direct her.
She's pretty good.
She's pretty good.
Thank you.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. She's just so lovely and such a wonderful person, and really a really good reader of people, which I think makes her sort of very perceptive. I guess almost a bit like Eddie is in the script, of kind of reading people and situations and therefore making you feel very comfortable. She'll pull like a subtle change in it, and it really shocks you and it really lifts you, and so it's really exciting to be acting with her.
First of all, how closely did you work with Saoirse on that idea?
We became like best friends.
She's wonderful. She's such a comedian.
She's the best, and she's someone who she's a very, very real person. Like, she knows exactly where she's from. She's very true to her roots, and like, I think no matter the amount of success she has, that'll never change. And that's like the best quality I could ever say about her. But she's also just, she's got a very good eye for what's good. She loves movies, and she's a great actress as well. So yeah.
Saoirse, she's amazing. We've spent quite a bit of time together, and we've just been talking about our roles, she's really become a friend, and I think you'll see that on camera, that we truly have a great relationship with each other, and she's a fantastic actress as well.
I think it is a wealthy cast of characters. I mean, I think anyone looking at all the actors in this would, I hope, be envious that they've got Adrian Brody, Tilda Swinton, Edward Norton, Willem Dafoe, Jeff Goldblum, Harvey Keitel, Owen Wilson, Jason Schwartzman, as you said, the wonderful Saoirse Ronan. And very much an ensemble feeling.
One of the things that was so important to me in creating this character of Leia was that was the subtlety and the nuance, and that you really get a feeling of inner life. And the script is also very silent. It's a lot of wordlessness, and so Leia really needs to be a dynamic observer, and Saoirse really is just alive in every element of her body and her breath, and she communicates so much with so little, and it hits you like a tidal wave, and I feel so lucky to have gotten to work with her.
There's another magical quality too, I think, to Saoirse, apart from the fact that she's just got it. She's able to transform completely. It's a serious film, but it's not a depressing film, and one of the reasons, apart from the writing and the search for hope in the story, is that you can't take your eyes off Saoirse Ronan. She fills up her life on screen with somebody reaching, and there's nothing at all predictable about who she is and how she is, from moment to moment or throughout the picture, and that's just a quality she has actually off screen as well.
And Saoirse, I feel like all I really had to do was do Nicole's script and react to Saoirse Ronan, because she's incredible. She's such a compelling film actress, and she's so great at being closed off, but yet you see so much that is playing on her face. And
I'm honored to be here presenting the New Hollywood Award to not only one of my favorite actresses, but one of my favorite people, Saoirse Ronan. It wasn't her name that was the problem. It was her very impressive body of work that was the issue. I mean, she's barely 21. She's already done close to that many films. Okay, she's hardly new to Hollywood. She's worked with Wes Anderson, Kevin Mcdonald, Neil Jordan, John Crowley, Peter Weir, Peter Jackson, Joe Wright, and I could be wrong, but I think she just tackled a film adaptation of Chekhov. So let me just put this into a little perspective, okay? I was a child actor too, and when I was 13 years old, I was a backup dancer for my Elvis impersonating uncle. When she was 13, she was nominated for an Academy Award. So there was a minute there where the Hollywood Film Awards Society wondered maybe they should just go ahead and give her a Lifetime Achievement Award. Anyway, long story short, they have chosen to honor her with this award because of her performance. And her new film, Brooklyn, is so powerful and it's so beautiful that she just had to be awarded with something.
Saoirse is just, you can't imagine anyone else being in the role. She's just absolutely sits right into the story as perfectly as one could imagine. I mean, it's a great and obvious piece of casting, I think, and she's terrific. Really is terrific.
I've never worked with Saoirse before. She is a phenomenon. She's extraordinary for a girl of just 20, and only just. I mean, she has a great centred calmness about her as an actor, and just is there in it. She's amazing, amazing actor. Can't wait to see, where her journey, where she goes from here.
She's just a brilliant actress. She can bend herself into being whoever is the best person for the story, and whatever sideways steps she took to kind of be Eilish, I thought were just perfectly judged. And then she's just so interesting to watch, and she's very generous, and I was in her on. It's always a conversation with her. It's never her thing and then your thing. It's always a conversation, and I think that's when you get the best out of a performance.
I mean, a lot of it was like just going in. I mean, I just knew she was a brilliant actress, and then meeting her, and she's an incredible person, and a lot of it was just simply admiration. And I was very nervous around her. I was very shy, and I let myself be as well because of Tony, and we kind of just took it on inherently. We just kind of took on those little worlds that we were in, and she would jib at me and all that, and I'd be quiet and all that. And she's great, though. She's lovely.
Saoirse is one of my best friends now, actually. She is so talented, so down to earth, and incredibly humble. And she is such a delight to work with. Like when you're acting with her, she has such a truth in the subtleties of her performance that it can only make you better because you're genuinely responding to her. You just look at those blue eyes and you're like, yeah. But yeah, I couldn't speak more highly of her, and I feel delighted that I gained a really good friend, to be honest.
And then Saoirse is just absolutely incredible. I mean, you see the whole story played out in her face, and it's so kind of subtle and elegant.
She's a star. I mean, once the camera comes near her, but she's also got a sort of an integrity. And what she works from is that sort of integrity. And the strange thing is she'd never worked in an Irish role before. So, I mean, she couldn't go on now. I mean, and I'm so proud that I'm the guy that gave her first Irish role. And even being around with her, we just chat sometimes and meet. She's so filled with a mixture of things, but one of them is a real integrity, and she's this really sincere, serious person about her work, and indeed about her family, and those things really matter to her. And I think she's used a lot of that in the film. You can see the rawness of that. She's actually exudes that in the film, which is sort of marvelous to watch.
With the conditions that are conveyed on screen, a lot of great acclaim coming for this movie, but also for Saoirse Ronan in this film. What makes her such a dynamite actress, and do you think something great could seriously come of this when it comes to the accolades?
I think that she's always been an exceptional actress. I mean, she proved herself to be an amazing child actress, especially with Atonement, and that was her first sort of breakout performance in a way. But, I, like a lot of other people, have been waiting for the performance where she would show that actually she had the chops to be a major adult actress, and this is the performance where she shows the full range of what she can do as an actress. She's in every single scene in the film. She's very, very funny and heartbreakingly sad, and then wise and profound, and it's amazing. And she has an astonishing face. I've often said that she's an actress who could have had a career in the silent movies because it's so expressive, her face. And as to will great things come for her, yeah, I don't doubt that they will. I have no idea what in terms of the, what lies down there, the road for her. But I think the most exciting thing is watch that space with the career. There's some amazing work going to come from that actress.
But Paul Rudd is a friend of mine, as you know, and I actually texted him today and I said, do you have any remembrances of Saoirse? And he texted me back, and I want to read what he said because it's so sweet. He said, I remember being pretty knocked out at how well she did an American accent, which is so true. Whenever we weren't shooting, she was talking in her normal Irish accent, and she was such a great kid. We talked about Ireland because I love it there. And I also talked to her dad, Paul, a lot. He acted as well. Oh, see, he knows.
I said that. You guys knew that already.
But I remember telling him what a great daughter he'd raised. She also told me no one pronounced her name correctly.
That's still true.
The last thing he said was, she made such a fuss over Jack. Jack is Paul's son, who's now 11, which is the age you were when you did this. He was a baby, and she was so great with him in that way kids can be. Every day she'd ask, how's Jack? So he says hi and sends his best.